If you find yourself with a camera in your hand and want to learn how to use it, please subscribe to this channel, like the videos, comment below. Hey Photos family, today in the story's journey, the hero's journey. I keep messing that up. The hero's journey, we're talking about transformation. Transformation is the revealing to the world of the hero's rebirth. It's separate, it's apart from the rebirth, it's separate, apart from the death, but it is still part of the abyss. The transformation is the emerging from the abyss, you could say. It is a part of the whole story of Revelation. It is a beautiful way to portray certain parts of movies and the story beyond it. And there's a lot of classic literature. The hero's journey isn't just part of video or photography, movies, and all that sort of media that we have today. It's a part of classic written literature. I mean, one of the oldest, I would call it a drama. I don't know if y'all would or not, but the story that Homer wrote in Greek mythology of the Odyssey, that's a classic piece of literature. And you see every part of this hero's journey in his novel, The Odyssey, right? That's the whole picture and what I'm trying to relate here of how we can improve and level up our photography by allowing the parts, the pieces, the process of the hero's journey to be expressed in our images. Now, we've kind of alluded to it, but wherever your photograph sits in this cycle of the hero's journey, I believe needs to express where that hero has been, not necessarily the declaration of their start, but obviously it shouldn't lean too heavily on their coming through the abyss if they haven't yet emerged from it, right? If they've emerged from the abyss, like we're talking about here, of their transformation after their death, rebirth, then yeah, show the transformation that they've come through the abyss and that there's this emerging of new character from the still existing character. Or, you see what I'm saying? That there's something new, something more to the character than we saw before they went into the abyss. There's something old that's not there. That's part of the rebirth. There's a death that something is left in the abyss. What comes out is the purified version. The version more pure than when they went in. The transformation is that wasp just newly hatched and is so swollen up and the wings are so wet that they can't fly. They're too heavy for their wings to support. Their wings are still too sopping wet to be able to hold the form and structure against the friction of lift against gravity while still using gravity to lift up. The picture of a moth or a butterfly just having hatched from the cocoon is still so swollen and wings are so wet that it can't lift off either. The wings themselves are so unwieldy they couldn't even form in the strength and the angular structure that they would have to be able to fly and to use the wind. There's just no physical way that the physics would work over that wingspan. Maybe that's something that you include in the photography of whatever your subject is imposing, that there's still a great newness to this character that has emerged of the abyss and rebirth, that through their death something has been left, but they're still so raw they can't yet lift off and soar to new heights as a reborn hero. there's a lot of ways to communicate it. There's a lot of ways to show it. I'm struggling to be able to give you some sort of way to communicate that. But be sure that in that process you allow for the history of the hero, of learning from the challenges, of learning from the temptations, having the helpers around, or at least some recognition that they are helping even if they're not there. The guardians are either being revered, maybe even not revered, but the heroes are respected or given recognition because they did their duty and they gave the last full measure. That in the transformation of this hero, everything has happened for a purpose, and there are things that have happened in being able to achieve the transformation of the hero. So let us know down below what your specific transformation has been. Let us know how the transformation from whatever you went through in the abyss and the temptations and the challenges before that has affected your photography and built you up to a better, stronger, better performing photographer, that your products are better, stronger, and in what ways. If you want to, show us some photographs and changes of your befores and afters. Let us know down below. We would love to hear from you, and we would love to see those additions as well. Give us a thumbs up so that other people can learn and level up their photography as well. If you're not yet a subscriber, we would love to add you to our family. Just click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Thank you so much. God bless.